Hey, good afternoon, everyone. So, sitting here, juicing up my car, about to head back to Nashville. Gonna meet Tommy to turn in the Mercedes. It's a lease, so gonna take and turn that in. Sitting here in Cookeville, Tennessee. Took mom to a doctor's appointment this morning and then dropped her off back home. And now I'm here at this charging station. So, anyway, what's everyone up to? How's it going? I did a car tour video right after I got this car. It's probably 3 weeks now, I guess, that I've had this, and when I posted that video. But it got a lot of views. Like, I think 300, almost 400, I guess, which I was totally surprised at because my videos usually don't get that many views. But I think it's because it's a Tesla, and those videos about Teslas get views. So I'm thinking about just doing a separate channel on just my Tesla. Because this particular channel started out as just being about mine and Tommy's journey to adoption. The first video I posted was about us going to an adoption agency and to get information about adopting. So that's what our channel initially started out being, was to about our journey and road to adoption and that process, and it just evolved into just being random videos that I didn't post on a regular basis. And about it starting out being about the adoption journey is you refer back to that very first video. It was where we went and met with an adoption agency, and the information we found out there. But we had ended up deciding to just adopt from the foster care system. It just seemed like it would be a better process for us, and also when you adopt from the foster care system, the state pays for everything, which is awesome. Because we had intended on paying, but so that's awesome that the state will pay for everything when it comes to adoption. So I guess maybe I need to do a video about that. I probably won't, but gosh, that video, I know it's been over a year since I did that video, because our one of our kids, Gavin, that we are about to adopt, will officially adopt. He will be with us. It's going on a year. I think this month maybe it will be a year. I know it's very close. It's this month or July, but I'm almost positive it's this month, right at the end, because his birthday is in July, and I know right after we got him, we gave him a little birthday party. So he's been with us right at a year. So that process for adopting him has taken that long, and mainly, and I don't really want to get into that right now. Just I don't want to disclose personal things about him and his mother and whatnot. But it's not necessarily the state's fault. But anyway, the process actually took longer than it probably should to get to this point where we're about to adopt him. Like I said, his birthday is next month, and DCS is hoping to have all the paperwork finalized and us ready to adopt him and officially adopt him before his birthday. So that will be a really awesome birthday gift for him and for us, because we've been wanting this for a long time. Gavin is an awesome kid. We love him to death and glad he's a part of our family. So we're just ready to make that official, make him officially our son. So that's exciting stuff. And we'll definitely be doing videos and vlogs about that on this channel. And hopefully getting Gavin into some of these videos, since he will be adopted, because you guys probably don't know, but when you are adopting from the state, you can't post any pictures or videos or anything like that of the kid until they are legally adopted by you. So that's why there hasn't been any videos of him. I haven't even put any pictures of him on Facebook or just anything like that. I'll just say my son or my sons, because we are also adopting another little boy. But that's why is the state doesn't allow that. It's to protect their privacy, protect I guess their biological parents' privacy, that you just don't do that. But we will be doing that as soon as he's adopted, making more videos together. He's been wanting to do some. I have tried to do some food review videos with him to post after he is adopted, and he said he was nervous about it. So he said he thinks it's weird to make a video of you eating food and people watching it. But as people know that watch YouTube videos, there are lots and lots of food reviews, and lots of YouTubers that have tons of subscribers just from them reviewing food or eating food or stuff to do with food. So yeah, but definitely will be a video vlog, whatever you want to call it, when we do adopt him. We are planning on having a celebration to officially welcome him to our family. He is already welcome to the family. He is a part of the family, has been for a year, but to officially welcome him to our family. And so we're planning on having my side of the family come over to the house, Tommy's side of the family come over to the house, and friends and of just have a good time and welcome Gavin to the family. So good times, fun stuff, exciting stuff happening, and so yeah. And our other son, that the process has been a lot easier for him. His parents' rights, they gave up their rights. I don't know when they gave up their rights, but his parents had given up their rights before he came to us. We got Jack in February, so he was already ready to legally be adopted. So, but he has to be with us for 6 months, and the state does that. So just to make sure that everyone meshes, that everybody is going to be able to get along, gives Jack, for instance, 6 months to see how it is with our family, what it's like to live with us, how we do things, our rules and whatnot, our personalities. And the same for us with Jack, is to learn more about him, how we are going to deal with his personality, and how we're going to get along with him in that 6 months. Because I guess they figured within 6 months, if there's going to be issues and things aren't going to work out, you're going to know within that 6 months. and everything has been great. And like I said, we got him in February, January, February, March, April, May, June. So he's been with us 4 months. So just a couple more months is all he has to be with us, and then we can start the process to legally adopt him. His workers are already getting the paperwork together to make that process happen even faster. So when that 6 months is up, then they were like, okay, here's the next step. Let's move on to the adoption process. So things are moving right along. Things have been good. Really happy and really proud of the boys on how well they have gotten along together. There hasn't really been any fights, any arguments, anything like that. Just, typical sibling stuff. They do annoy each other sometimes, like any sibling does with each other. With Gavin, been with us a year and not been used to really having another kid around. He's had to adjust to that, and he's been awesome. I'm so proud of him. I think he liked being the only child, and we talked to him about it before we took Jack, and he had to think about it, and decided that he would like to be a big brother, and he's been an awesome big brother. But other than just typical little annoyances, there hasn't really been any fights between the two. So that's awesome. I'm proud of both of them for that they have learned to work things out and get along with each other. So yeah, Gavin is about to be 14, so that's exciting. He's going to be going to high school when school starts back, so he's going to be a freshman. That's exciting for all of us. Let's see, Jack is wanting to play football, and he's this little tiny 11-year-old kid, so we'll see how that works out. I hope he doesn't get hurt too bad starting out until he gets used to everything. I don't know anything about football. Tommy doesn't. We watch it occasionally when on TV, but I definitely don't know anything about it. So hopefully it works out for him. Hopefully he likes it and wants to continue doing it. So we'll see what happens with that. And then I did get out and throw the football with them one day. That was cool. Jack had to teach me how to throw a football because I didn't grow up with a dad. I didn't grow up with men in my life to show me these things. I didn't play football as a kid. Sports just wasn't my thing. So he had to show me how to throw the football, and so that was awesome. It was really cool to get out and I just toss the ball with them. I felt like that. I just felt like that was a memory that all three of us were having together. Because I don't know if that's something that they had experienced when they were with other families or experienced when they were with their biological families, but it was awesome to get to experience that with them and make that memory. Something that I hope they do remember in the future, that I did get out and toss the ball with them. And actually I enjoyed it. Again, sports is not my thing, but I enjoyed doing that with them. Let's see what else. That's the exciting news. with the family right now is the whole adoption thing. We are taking the boys to Six Flags over Georgia this coming Monday. It's going to be their first time there. That's going to be fun. And we're basically just doing a day trip. We're going to go Sunday night, spend the night at a hotel, and go to Six Flags the next day, just to the amusement park area. They also have a water park, but we're just going to do the amusement park area on Monday, and then we're going to head back home after the park. I think it's like a 3-hour, like a 3-hour drive, something like that, from where we live. May end up being about 4 hours, because we're taking the Tesla. We have to stop once to charge. But yeah, we're going to do that on Monday. That should be fun. Right now the weather looks like it's going to be good. And then again, Gavin's birthday is next month, so we are taking both the boys and Gavin's sister to Six Flags for Gavin's birthday, and we're going to stay a couple of days then, because we're going to go to the amusement park one day, and the next day go to the water park. And we got a cabana the day that we go to.
Husband, Tommy Macon, says OMG soup good.
Just reading the text that Tommy sent. Anyway, so we got a cabana for the water park day, because it's going to be super, super hot, or it looks like the temp wise. I'm sure the humidity is going to be off the chain that day. So we got a cabana. Me and Tommy, I personally think I will do some of the water park rides, depending on how busy it is. If it's long lines, maybe not. But if it's not long lines, I'm not going to have a problem jumping my big tail on one of those water slides. And I definitely think I want to do the lazy river. I think that will be fun, just to float around. And then we are definitely just going to hang out, lay in the sun, hang out in the cabana where it's going to be nice and cool. Description said there's a ceiling fan in the cabanas. There's a fridge in the cabana, so we'll have some drinks in there. It's just going to be a good time. We'll just let the kids do their thing, have fun, and play in the water all they want. Me and Tommy will chill at the cabana. So good times for all of us. So that's our plans for right now. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be, again, memories for the kids. That's really what we want to do, is make these memories with the boys, because they have had, a rough life in their short time being on this earth. So we're trying to change that and have some better memories, and some positive memories, and some loving memories for the boys. I know for me, they have brought so much joy, and a lot of work, because anybody that has kids know kids are a lot of work. You're constantly going places and doing things, and between work and school and taking the kid places and doing things with the kids, and it's just a lot. You don't have a lot of time for yourself. So this right now setting here, charging the car, is not so bad. So yeah. But back to Six Flags over Georgia. We got season tickets because we just happened to look online, because we wanted to plan do something during the summer, so we're all just not just sitting around the house all summer. The kids are already started being bored, and all they do is play video games, which is typical. That's all they do anyway. But they're just even getting bored with doing that. Before it was just playing it for a few hours after school, but now they have all day long, and they're just been bored. And we said even before school was out for the summer that they weren't just going to play video games all day and all night and sleep all day. We're going to do stuff. So we just happened to get online and check out Six Flags, and they had this really good deal. I think typically season passes are $150, $160, something like that per person, and they had them for $50 per person. So we jumped all over that because I think a regular just day ticket is $50. So we're already going twice. Got 2 trips planned, so that's already just the one trip has covered the ticket. And we've got 2 trips planned out, and I'm sure we are going to go a couple more times just before the summer's up. It's taking the Tesla. It's electric, doesn't use gas, so we're not having to pay for gas. You can usually find rooms fairly cheap. The hotel that we booked for our 2-day trip next month for Gavin's birthday is a super nice hotel. It's a little pricey, but not terrible. But we wanted to stay in a really nice hotel. We wanted it to have a pool so the kids could go swimming if they wanted to do that instead of just hanging out in the room, because they won't have their gaming stuff, so they'll get bored just hanging out in the room. We figured that would just be something for them to do, is go swimming at the hotel. So this hotel has a rooftop pool, which I'm excited to see because I've never seen a rooftop pool in person. So I think that's going to be pretty cool for them. So we decided to book the same. Oh, actually, no, we didn't book the same hotel. This is a different hotel we are staying at when we go Sunday night. But it's a brand new hotel that's in Atlanta. It looks nice from the pictures. It's got really good reviews, but it's a new hotel, so I guess they want to make sure starting out everything is going to be positive. But it seems like it's called the Even Hotel or Even Hotel, but from reading about it, it's like I guess they are really into like health and fitness and meditation and all that kind of stuff, which is nothing that we're into, but we don't care. It was a good price, and the hotel looks nice, the room looks nice. So yeah, they may have a bowl of twigs and pines sitting in the room waiting for us as a complimentary snack, but it'll still be there when we leave. Just saying. So we're going to do that, and weather looks like it's going to be good. Probably going to be hot, but going to be good times. Good times. I really like doing these little trips with the boys, and this will be the first trip we'll be doing with Jack. So yeah, I don't see it being an issue, because Jack has been getting in the 3rd row by himself, has his tablet, has it plugged in, earbuds, and just sits back there, and you don't even know he's back there. And then Gavin will just be on his phone with his earbuds, and you don't really know either one of them's there. But this will be the first trip we'll be having with Jack. I'm sure it's going to be a good one, because they're both good kids. They listen well. They have awesome manners, especially in public. But I think that's it. So I picked her up, took her to a doctor's appointment here in Cookeville. Things are going good with her. She's been on dialysis for a few months. She's been going through kidney failure, so she's had to be on started dialysis, so that's been going good. She got both of her COVID shots already, so she did really well with those. She didn't have any arm pain, any sickness, any flu-like symptoms, nothing. She did really good. I've already had mine. Tommy's had his. Gavin has had his first one, because you can do it 12 and up now, and he really wanted to get his COVID shot, so he got his first one. He'll be getting his second one next week. So yeah, let's see what else. I feel like I'm doing lots of rambling, but I watch a lot of YouTubers. I subscribe to a lot of YouTubers, and it seems like this is all they do, is just ramble about stuff. So we're rambling. But what do you guys think about me starting a separate YouTube channel just for Tesla stuff? Like I said, the car tour video got a lot of views, especially for my channel. Got a lot of views, but no one extra subscribed to my channel. Maybe it's because it's not just about Teslas, it's about just random stuff. So I'm thinking maybe if I just do a channel that's just about Tesla, that it will get a lot more subscribers. But the Tesla I bought a pre-owned one. It's a 2017 Tesla Model X, as you guys know from watching the videos. So by now, there's tons and tons and tons of Tesla Model X videos out there. They have, pretty much stayed the same through the years. Just some, tech updates, which is what's cool about these cars, is that Tesla just sends updates via the web to the car to update anything, do bug fixes and whatnot. So by now there's just tons of videos out there especially on a 2017 Tesla Model X. So I don't know what else different I could do as far as video goes. I guess it would just be my experience with buying a pre-owned Tesla Model X and my adventures with it, and the family's adventures with it, and our trips. I'm planning on vlogging our trip to Six Flags. We'll see how that goes. I'm terrible with things like that, but we'll see how that goes. And Tommy won't drive it. So far he has not driven the Tesla. He says that he is scared to death that something's going to happen to it, and then I'm going to be super mad about it. And I'm not. I told him I'm not going to be. Excuse me. That's why we have insurance. So if something happens, let the insurance take care of it. But he says he understands that as far as the car getting, major damage. But he thinks that I'm just going to be really pissed and aggravated if he just puts a scratch on something. And I will say that Tommy is the worst one for doing minor damage to vehicles, either getting too close to cars when he pulls in, or pulling into the garage or backing out of the garage. He's bad about little minor stuff, and I think that's why he's afraid of that he is going to get too close to something, even though this car has sensors all over it to let him know that he's getting too close to something. But he just thinks the little annoying damage, a little annoying scratch, he thinks that's what I'm going to get super pissed about. And again, I won't. It'll be something that would just let insurance cover. Our deductible was so low that I'd be more than willing just to pay it to fix it. Again, depending on how minor it is, it might be something that I would just pay myself or Tommy pay to fix instead of turning it into the insurance. Because there for like a month, 2 months, there was our convertible that we used to have was we had a foster kid that we were letting drive, and he wrecked it. We got it fixed, and then a few weeks later he totaled it. And during that time, well, the first time it was in the shop being fixed, Tommy had a rental, and while he had the rental, Tommy backed into another car, so we had to make a claim on that. And the funny thing with that is he had bumped into another car. This other car and Tommy were backing out at the same time, and they backed into each other. Nothing major, but it was a little bit of damage. So Tommy had to make a claim on that. But Tommy was driving down the freeway in that rental a couple of days after backing into this other guy. The bumper flies off the car. The back bumper flies off the rental, and Tommy had Gavin and the other foster kid with us that we had at the time just bust out laughing. He said it was the funniest thing ever, that just looking out the rearview mirror and seeing the bumper just flying down the freeway. Luckily it didn't hit anybody. I guess there wasn't any cars behind them, but he said it just flew off and slid over to the side of the road. But so yeah, while the convertible was in the shop being fixed, Tommy wrecks the rental car. So turns the rental car in, makes the claim, gets the convertible back, lets our foster kid we had at the time drive it again, because it was basically his car to drive. Tommy had gotten a classic convertible, so Tommy was just letting our foster kid drive the newer convertible. Well, then he ends up totaling that convertible, so we had to do a claim on that. So yeah, for like a month, probably not even two months at the most, there was 3 wrecks that he had to make a claim on. So insurance, especially with our foster kid being 17 at the time, the insurance was already high to cover him driving, and then him wrecking the convertible twice just sent the insurance through the roof. And so we're still dealing with those high insurance rates, even though we don't have that foster kid anymore. So right now insurance is high for Tommy. Mine went up like $100 extra for getting the Tesla, because apparently electric cars cost more to repair. So insurance is high on this. So there's that. But Tommy just doesn't want to drive it. He's just afraid something's going to happen to it. I'm going to be pissed, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not. Anyway. But Tommy has gotten another convertible, which we'll do a video on that sometime or another when the weather's nice. He traded his SUV. Since we got this SUV, there was no need for us having 2, and he loved having a convertible, so he wanted another convertible. So he got a Mercedes convertible that has a back seat, because the other 2 convertibles, that Mercedes convertibles he had, were just 2-seaters. Now there's a family of 4. Gotta have cars that will hold 4 of us, so he got one that has a back seat. So I'll do a video on it. It's a nice older Mercedes. It's in great shape. One owner. Only had 50,000 miles on him, and we have bought Mercedes for years. We love them. They're built like a tank. Never had issues out of them, so that's another reason we have kept buying Mercedes, and except for this time. But I feel like I almost have I do have a little bit of Mercedes in this Tesla Model X, because the window controls are straight out of a Mercedes. These turn signals, gear shift lever, all from Mercedes. So I already knew how to work all those things. So I just feel like I have part of a Mercedes still. But yeah, I wanted electric car. I wanted one of these Tesla Model X's since they came out in 2016. But never thought I could afford one. And then, now we were just financially able where we could afford one. But this one, like I said, it is a pre-owned one, so I got it for a little more than half of what it costs new, which is, a big discount, because these are easily $100,000. The one that I have ordered is a little over $102,000, which I still have the order for. We'll see whenever that car does finally is ready to be delivered. I'll decide then if I'm going to keep that order, or keep this. But we got such a good deal on this that we can easily sell it and just take the brand new one. So the thing with the brand new one, the outside is basically the same as it is on this. It's just the inside is totally different, and that is why I wanted the new one in the first place, and what is really going to push my decision to take the new one whenever it does get delivered, or is ready for delivery, when I get an email saying that it's been built. So is that it has the all new interior, which I love. And this is not bad, but now with that new one coming out with the whole new interior, this is just is gonna feel dated. So yeah, that's gonna push my decision on getting the new one whenever it's ready. And so yeah, but right now I'm loving this one. I knew I would. I do tons and tons and tons of research on stuff that I'm going to be paying a lot of money for, like cell phones. When I got the cell phone that I have now, it was a $1,300 cell phone, and I researched the crap out of it to make sure that it was the phone that I wanted and that I wouldn't regret paying for. But just, it's the same with anything that I feel that I'm going to be paying a lot of money for. I want to research it and check reviews, find out what other people think, not just your typical paid reviewers of the product, real live people like me that have got the product and who have had it for a minute and used it, and see what they think about it. So I reviewed the crap out of this Tesla, but I have been for years, and just I really like it. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy with it, and so no regrets on buying this. Other than this is a 75D, which means it's a 75 kilowatt battery, and which on paper says you can get 237 miles to a full charge. That is if you are driving it basically not using any air, not using any electronic components, not driving below the speed limit, all that to get that charge. that amount of miles out of it. Me, I drive it like I do my regular car, like a regular gas engine car. On the freeway, I do 80 miles an hour. If the speed limit's 55, no, I'm not doing 80. But I'm just saying that I typically do a little more than what the posted speed limit is. So that uses up your battery faster, so it gives you less miles. So I get typically 200 miles out of a full charge. Right now, when it is fully charged, it says I get about 215 miles out of a fully charged, but average it's about 200 miles. That's my only complaint about it, is that it's only like 200 miles, which isn't bad for just round town driving or my commute to back and forth to work, because I have this week been working in downtown Nashville, so it takes me about 45 minutes to get to work. Yesterday it took me almost 2 hours to get home with traffic. But yeah, with that, it's not a big deal. It's just when you're wanting to take a long road trip, like what we're going to be doing, driving from where we live in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, to Georgia, we're going to have to stop one time in Chattanooga to charge. And it's not a big deal. And when you have an electric car, you just have to learn to adjust your travel to needing to stop and charge. But if this, with a gas engine car, you wouldn't even have to stop. There'd be you could drive straight there and probably stay. Probably wouldn't even have to get any gas till you head back home. But yeah, that's the thing with electric cars, and they're a lot better now. Teslas have 400, 500 mile range batteries now. But this one, and it's one of the reasons I got a good deal on it, is because it is a 75D. The value on those is a lot better, and it's something I felt I could deal with. I initially didn't want anything lower than 100D, but they were harder to find, for one, and two, they were like $10,000 more than what I paid for this, just to get 100D. So I decided, let me just jump on this one. It's a great price, and I will deal with the 75D. So that's my only complaint, is the range in the 75D. But it has everything else that I want. It even has the full self-driving that I was really wanting, which is harder to find in a pre-owned older Tesla. So but this one had it. So that's it. Anyway, I feel like I've rambled enough. I just wanted to get on here and ramble to kill some of my time of sitting here waiting for the car to charge. I didn't really necessarily have to sit here and wait till the car got fully charged. But I am heading from here all the way to Franklin, Tennessee, which is... Let's see. Mercedes-Benz of Nashville. Let's see.
Now turn left onto West Jackson Street.
Is 89 miles from here, and then I got to go from there, because I'm meeting Tommy there at the Mercedes dealership to drop off the other Mercedes, or drop off the leased Mercedes. So meeting him there to drop that off, and then from Franklin back to Murfreesboro, where we live. So I wanted to get a good charge to get there and then back home. So yeah, that's why I've been sitting here that long charging, trying to get it to a full charge before I head out. And so yeah, that's it. Looks like somebody else just pulled up to charge their Model 3. Anyway, folks, that's it. That's me rambling. So comment on what I've rambled on about. Let me know if I need to make, or if I should make, a separate YouTube channel for the Tesla comment. I think I'm going to do it anyway, but let me know what you think. And I need to figure out how to do that. I'm just not that savvy when it comes to stuff like this. So, I mean, I know YouTubers have multiple different YouTube channels. I don't know if you need different emails for each one of those channels. I don't know. But I got to figure that out. But I think that's what I'm going to do, is have a separate Tesla channel. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you have not subscribed. So till next time, see you guys later.